Hi, my name is Janet Fanaki. I am a mother. I am a widow. I've also faced child loss and have become a philanthropist and a fundraiser as a result. I worked in the workforce until 2016 when my husband was diagnosed with terminal brain cancer. So I remember the summer that Adam was diagnosed. He was showing some irregular symptoms in his personality. He was all of a sudden hard of hearing. He was having difficulty memorizing things. He was a lawyer by trade who was very busy. As I was making my way down to the hospital because he was going to be staying for the night, and he wanted an overnight bag brought to him, he had called me. So I remember him saying to me, "Do you want to hear the news now, or would you rather wait until you get here to the hospital?" And I said, "No, tell me now." And he had said it's a terminal brain tumor and it's not good. And he started to cry. And I never had experienced my husband crying before. Up until that point, we were having good times, we were laughing, and then it just seemed like September 1st changed everything for us. He had 15 months to live, and he lived 3.5 years with glioblastoma. So as a caregiver, you're kind of carrying the weight of everybody with you. You're helping that person who's your loved one who's going through this emergency to get through it. If you're a parent, you're helping your children to get through whatever their needs are. Having a sense of community is so important when you're going through any challenge of life. In my situation, what I hung on to was a couple of friends that really made me laugh, because laughter for me just took me out of whatever mindset that I was in. If I was feeling angry or exhausted or sad, it was, neighbors who would be dropping off meals, to give me a break, or asking me, "Hey, do you want to just join me for a walk? You're going to be walking the dog anyway. Why don't you come for a walk with me?" It was those moments of reprieve and relief that I hung on to and just helped me through. Most people at the end of an obituary will offer some way for people to give, whether it's to their own charity of choice or to a charity that's been designated by the family. And what the children and I had talked about doing was helping the organizations that were really there for us, supporting us. So in that case, it was Sunnybrook Hospital, it was St. Michael's Hospital, both in Toronto, and the Brain Tumor Foundation of Canada, because they had offered so much support to us, whether it was through therapy or just having that team approach that we felt was really important for us to have. We heard about this crowdfunding sort of an idea where people give to one pot of money, and then that's kind of divvied up between different organizations. And we thought, well, maybe that's what we could do. We could try this. So a friend had done this for breast cancer, and I consulted with him, and he said it's super easy. He had used the Charitable Impact platform, and he said it's just a few steps and you're going to be on your way. So we offered a link at the end of Adam's obituary, and we thought this would be a way for us to have something positive to work towards, continue our relationship with the organizations and charities that had helped us. And in my mind, it would be, if we're helping other people, this is going to help us to feel better. And I remember distinctly saying to them one day, Dad's not here, but we're going to be okay. So Isobel was an amazing young woman. She was very academic. She was very curious. She was a voracious reader. She wanted to travel a bit more. So she had said to me one day, I'm preparing for doing an interview for an agency in Japan because I want to live there for a while and I'd like to teach English there. And she moved in March 23. She met somebody who she fell in love with. But then in November of 2024, my cell phone rang and it was a call coming from Japan, and they had told me that she had passed. And it was a call that I don't think I'll ever forget. It was an experience that I would not wish on any parent to go through. A lot of people, I know, they can, just by looking at their faces and hearing their voices, they wonder, how is she leaving the house? How is she going out and doing things? How? And, the answer is the people that I've built around me. So it became clear to me that Isobel had a passion for supporting food banks. And so when it came time to choosing the charities that were going to be something that we were going to support, food banks just were a natural fit for us. And because she worked at High Park, and it's a space that, me being somebody who's grown up in Toronto, I've loved High Park my whole life. It's a place that I would take my children to. It's a place that I walk through with the dog. That seemed like the natural next thing that we would be supporting. And so for Isobel, it really became a thing of what would be something that she had already been supporting or had an interest in, and then a place that we all collectively love spending time in. And of course, it's somewhere that she used to work in. So having the fundraising through Charitable Impact, it just had these projects in place that motivated me to just keep going. It helped me to build a community around me. It helped me to tap into positivity. Finding a purpose in life really helped me to move forward from something that was a really bad point in our life to finding something more positive to move forward towards.